Well, J. Cole time, and long overdue, in my opinion. I recently started following the NFR podcast on Twitter. Cool channel. They got a cool thing going on over there. They're doing really well. I like what they're doing. And they tweet a fucking lot. A lot. And I almost like unfollowed, but I was like, no, it's all right. It's all right. But they post shit all the time. And the other day they were posting the Dreamville thing with Drake and J. Cole and on and on and on. And it reminded me, oh yeah, I think J. Cole's like retiring soon, or that's like the heavy rumor that's going around that he's talking about retiring. There's another rumor about another album that's going to come this year, and apparently it's supposed to be his last one. And who knows, right? Who knows? But I went to my channel and looked of when I did 2014 Forest Hills Drive. That was January of 2000 and I think 22. 14 months ago. We're due for some J. Cole on this channel, especially since so many people say he's one of the GOATs. People like to argue he's in the top 5 or whatever. I'm not making any argument either way, but I've only heard one of his albums. It's been over a year. It's time for some more J. Cole. And this album, For Your Eyes Only, has been suggested consistently. Gotta do this one. I was actually going to do it a couple months back, but Kevin and Connor from Turning the Tables did it. And I try not to, like if they do an album reaction, I try not to do the same album very close to theirs, just for the sake of not looking like, I'm trying to ride coattails or something like that. I actually do make my decisions somewhat based off of what they've done as well. That's why it's fun when I can beat them to a punch, like scaring the host. I was so happy. Yeah, got to scaring the host first because I didn't want to wait, and I would have done it anyway. But there you go. In terms of J. Cole himself, I like J. Cole. I enjoyed 2014. I listened to it top to bottom this morning, which had been a long time. There's songs off there I like Saint Tropez or Saint Tropez. I can't pronounce it. Saint Tropez, however the fuck you say it. Apparently is really cool. Tale of Two Cities is a cool song. Love Yours is a cool song. Like I have a couple of those songs from that album in different playlists that I listen to and stuff. But listening to it again from top to bottom this morning, I was like, fuck, this is good. Like I was really, really enjoying 2014 this morning. So I look forward to this. And then I also remember learning more about J. Cole, just the person, after doing that album. And like, he just fucking rides his bicycle around, like super low key, super chill, not flashy as far as I can tell, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but I like that. Like kind of like the rejection of the idea of, look at me, I'm famous. Because I'm just not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the whole celebrity worship and shit like that. It doesn't make sense to me. And apparently my throat is all fucked up. So we're off to a great start. I'm a little tired. Yesterday, this old man at 42 years old went for a run. For the first time ever. This is like a new personal record by far for me. I did 5 miles, which I can do. I've done 5 miles before. But I did it where my average was consistently under 10 minutes a mile. I think my average at the end of the run was 9 minutes and 47 seconds per mile. Holy shit. I've never done that. I don't know why that's coming up. I think it's because I'm still dying from it. That's why my throat's all jacked up. My fucking ankles hurt. My knees hurt. I'm basically like a robot falling apart right now. But that was a big old win for me yesterday. That was pretty cool. Okay. Well, let's get into it. Shorter album, which is good. That's another reason why I chose that for this week, because I'm fucking busy this weekend. I got shit to do. It's 6:30 in the morning, so I'm trying to crack this off early as well. But let's drop in. Now, what's cool is the first track is called For Whom the Bell Tolls. So apparently we're starting with a Metallica cover, which is fantastic because that's a great song off of my favorite album from Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Probably not a cover, but I'm going to, we're going to keep those fingers crossed. We'll see. Track 1, For Whom the Bell Tolls, J. Cole, off of the album For Your Eyes Only. I think it's like about a letter. I don't remember. People have told me about it, but it's been so fucking long. It's like a letter written to somebody or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's just drop in. This one's produced by Elijah Scarlett and J. Cole. Track 1, For Whom the Bell Tolls.
I see the rain pouring down. Before my very eyes should come as no surprise. I see the rain pouring down. Before my very eyes should come as no surprise. I'm searching and praying and hoping for something. I know I'm gonna see it. I know that it's coming, Lord.
Cool. I like that. I like that change up right there. That's neat.
Bells getting loud, ain't nowhere to hide, got nowhere to go. Put away my pride, tired of feeling low. Even when I'm high, ain't no way to live. Do I wanna die? I don't know. I don't know. Bells getting louder.
Bells getting louder.
Pouring down.
Well, in terms of a Metallica cover, that was just awful. Worst For Whom the Bell Tolls cover I've ever heard in my life. No, obviously. I'm joking, obviously. You know what I liked about the production? The beginning. He's talking about the rain. I see the rain coming down. It's pouring down before my very eyes. Should come as no surprise, whatever. But the way the production, it hadn't really, like the beat hadn't really kicked in just yet. You kind of got that like smearing saxophone, whatever the hell that sound was. It just felt like, it sounded like, you know, the drips of water kind of like streaking down a window. Like if you're looking out a window and you see the rain coming down and, you know, and the water just kind of smearing. And that's what popped into my head when I was hearing those sounds. Pretty cool. I'm searching and praying and hoping for something. I know I'm going to see it. I know that it's coming. But what do you do when there's no place to turn? I have no one. I'm lonely. My bridges have been burnt. The bell's getting louder. Nowhere to hide. Bell's getting louder. There's nowhere to hide. Interesting. Okay. All right. That's a cool intro. You know, it kind of gives me a taste of what's to come. Let's move on to track 2, which is called Immortal, which is kind of a interesting title for a follow-up to somebody who's talking about, I'm going to die. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide type of thing. Immortal is produced by J. Cole, Ging, and Cardiac. Ging, I think, is familiar. Sounds like a name probably from 2014. Thing is I don't even know if back then, if I was paying attention to the producers back then. That's how fucking long it's been, man. Way overdue on J. Cole. Anyway, all right, track 2, Immortal.
Now I was barely 17 with a pocket full of hope, screaming dollar in a dream with my closet looking broke and my niggas looking clean, getting caught up with that dope. Have you ever served a fiend with a pocket full of soap? Nigga, I could tell you things that you probably shouldn't know. Have you ever heard the screams when the body hit the floor? Flashbacks to the pain, waking up cold sweat, 6 o'clock in the morning, gotta hit the bow flex. Real niggas don't die.
Immortalized on the shirt.
745, form at the plot. Real niggas don't die.
Cool bass here.
Niggas don't lie. Form in the plot, my niggas don't die. Form on the block, real niggas don't die.
There's a couple references here that I don't understand. And the drought got me praying for a Carl Tom vibe. Who's Carl Tom? Carl Thomas song Summer Rain. Oh, okay. So that's the singer of the song Summer Rain Come Again, which is the next line. Okay, that makes sense. The 3 hots on a cot, I understand. They love to serve a person 3 hots on a cot, which is when you're in jail, right? In prison. I really like this. You know, numb the pain because it's hard for a felon. In my mind, I've been crying. Know it's wrong, but I'm selling. Eyes welling up with tears, thinking about my people dead in the dirt. Immortalized on this shirt. What's the shirt? Despite knowing what he's doing is wrong, James continues to sell drugs in the hopes of getting by. When someone dies, it's common to make a shirt in their memory. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Suggesting that although they're dead, they'll be immortalized. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. Making a shirt. I don't know if I'd be into that. Like, I understand paying respects and stuff like that. I totally get that, but I don't know if I'd wear a shirt of somebody who I knew who died. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too long. Real people don't die. Form on the block. Real people don't lie. Form in the plot. 1745. The song introduces James McMillan Jr., the main character in the story that the For Your Eyes album tells. If you fast forward 17 minutes 45 seconds from this line, you'll hear near the end of Change where the plot is told. Okay, well, let's not. Maybe, God, it's almost like a spoiler. All right, let's keep rolling. Interesting. So he's selling drugs, doesn't want to. People are dying. He's feel guilty about it. He's broke, kind of has to. Doesn't have another way to make money. So let's roll into verse 2.
Have you ever seen a fiend cook crack on a spoon? Have you ever seen a nigga that was black on the moon? Have you ever seen your brother go to prison as he cried? Have you ever seen a motherfucking ribbon in the sky? Nope. All I see is that cream, nigga.
Cream.
That green. I'm a black king, black jeans. I'm a black queen, and her ass fat, too fat for a flat screen. I'm the type of nigga make the whole fucking trap lean. Kingpin, nigga put wings on a crack fiend.
Cool strings here. I was just getting ready to say I like the tone of this song. It's not like celebratory or victorious. It's kind of darker. It's a little bit more ominous.
To die a young legend or live a long life unfulfilled. Cause you want to change the world, but while alive you never will. Cause they only feel you after you gone, or I've been told. And now I'm caught between being heard and getting old. Damn, it's that sort of thinking that been keeping niggas chained at the bottom and hang. The strangest fruit that you ever seen. Right with pain, listen.
Strange fruit hanging down from the poplar tree. Blood on the leaves. Interesting song. This is cool. What was I going to say? God, my brain lately just cannot retain thought. I have an idea, and it's like a scared cat. It just, pew, gone. They tell people sell dope, rap, or go to the NBA in that order. It's that sort of thinking that's been keeping people chained at the bottom and hanged. The strangest fruit that you've ever seen ripe with pain. I want to talk on this, but I feel like this is still like a building piece to more that's coming. Especially since they're talking about, I didn't really understand the chorus initially, but then when I read that one annotation, then I realized he's saying forward with the plot. So there's form at the plot. Like there's a story that's going to unfold here, which makes sense. I guess this is supposed to be a letter or something. I don't know. This outro is very interesting though. And one thing that I guess the reason why I'm hesitant on just kind of sharing my thoughts is because I don't, often I take the music and the art being expressed as the perspective of the artists themselves. But if this is all fictional, I guess I should just pick a lane and just pretend this is all fictional. It's not J. Cole. It's just a story. It's a character. So I'll do that. We're going to go, this is all fictional. So this is a character. Then it's easier for me to process. So this character is going through this idea of, to die young legend or live a life unfulfilled. Long life unfulfilled. Very interesting choice there. Because you want to change the world, but while you're alive, you never will. Because they only feel you after you're gone, or so I've been told. And now I'm caught up between being heard and getting old. That's a terrible option. Die young or live a long life that's unfulfilled. Terrible option. I wonder, I guess really my question with this and my hesitation with it is, why does this person feel like a long life is something that will be unfulfilled? Is it because you only get respect after you're dead? And so that's the goal. Like, I want respect. I want people to listen to me. I want my story to be shared or told, or my legend to live or whatever. But that can only happen if you die. I don't know. Make one wish in this bitch. Make it quick if the Lord take me. Yep, for real. I agree with that one. Interesting. The verse 2 is really neat too, because it's basically describing all these horrible situations, right? The crack fiend with the spoon. And I didn't understand. Have you ever seen a person that was black on the moon? Or the ribbon in the sky. To see a ribbon in the sky is to see fate deliver something positive, like a shooting star or ribbon. Okay. Cole laments over racial inequality. As of 2016, 14 black men have been astronauts for NASA. None of them stepped foot on the moon. As of 2016, nobody has stepped foot on the moon. Like, we haven't gone to the moon in like 50 fucking years. Whatever. All right, let's move on to track 3. It's called Deja Vu, produced by Ron Gilmore, J. Cole, Boy Wonder, okay, Vinyls, and Velas. Velas? All right, track 3, Deja Vu.
Hey, put a finger in the sky if you want it, nigga. Hey, put 2 fingers in the sky if you want it. Hey, put a finger in the sky if you want it, nigga. Hey, put 2 fingers in the sky if you want it. Sometimes you worry about the things he can provide for you. Whenever you around, I seem to come alive for you. I finally recognize the feelings that's inside for you. Although I know your man and trust me, he would die for you. These quiet thoughts of you been going on for years now. I saw you in the party, soft lips, soft spoken. I came to talk to you, but homie interfered now. He introduced you as his girl and I was heartbroken. Some people talk about that love at first sight shit. To keep it real, I don't know whether I believe it's true. She fuck with small town niggas, I got bigger dream.
Huh.
She fuck with small town niggas, I got bigger dream. Club jumping, don't stop off top, but you know we only go to 2 o'clock. Put your motherfucking hood up, it's the weekend. Drop that ass up and bitches get the freaking. Last call at the bar, ladies get a drink, nigga get some balls. Ain't no telling you gon' see that bitch tomorrow. Stop holding up the wall, waiting for the right song. Better holler, cause you know they about to cut the lights on.
That's so great. That chorus is great. Last call, ladies get a drink. People, you guys, you better get some balls. Ain't no telling if you're going to see you tomorrow. Stop holding up that wall and waiting for the right song. Like, go fucking ask for a dance or her number. Or stop being fucking scared. That's great. You know, I'm trying to maintain different elements of what this potential story is. And this is called Deja Vu, which is an interesting song. And maybe, or a title, but maybe it's because this whole scene of going to the club and it's the party and it's the weekend and seeing somebody and falling in love with them, love at first sight. Maybe the idea of the deja vu is this just happens over and over again. Like, I've done this before. I feel like I've done this before. Maybe that's the concept. I don't know. That's where my mind is right now. As we go into the next portion of the song, I'm thinking maybe the idea is just every weekend it's the same thing. I'm falling in love with this new girl. But these girls that he's fallen in love with are small town, and he's got bigger dreams, and so he's constantly turning them away or not approaching them, or maybe he's using that as an excuse because he's scared and all he's doing is holding up the wall and waiting for the right song to play. I don't know. Let's keep going. This is fun.
I'm staring at you from afar. I'm wondering about you, like where you from and who you are. Cause you a star. No, not the type to snort the white lines. I mean the type to light the nighttime. I heard you got a man, but who in they right mind letting you out the house alone? Tell me, is your house a home? Why you in the club looking like you out the zone? I be discreet and pull out your phone and put my number in it. Text a nigga when your man leave you unattended. She fuck with small town niggas, I got bigger dream.
It's almost like he's disappointed that she does not have larger ambitions. Or maybe he's disappointed that she, in a sense, settles. I like this chorus. This is a cool chorus. Last call at the bar, ladies get a drink, nigga get some balls. Ain't no telling you gon' see that bitch tomorrow. Stop holding up the wall, waiting for the right. Great chorus. Great chorus.
Hey, put a finger in the sky if you want a nigga. Hey, put 2 fingers in the sky if you want it. Hey, put a finger in the sky if you want a nigga. Hey, put 2 fingers in the sky if you want it.
Something that surprises me with this song, though, given the topic, the theme, is it's pretty chill overall. And I'm fine with that, but I feel like with it being a song that's so heavily referencing, partying on the weekend and being in the club, I kind of feel, the chorus picks up pretty good, but overall, pretty chill, which brings me into the realm of artistic intent. Okay. There's like another layer in the sense of it's almost like sadness, or not melancholy, but like just this element of almost like an element of longing. Like, I'm not It is the weekend. Everyone's partying. We're at the club. We're outside hanging out by the cars or whatever. Like, whatever. But I'm not really partying. And here I see this girl, and she's fucking gorgeous. From a 1 to 10, she's 100. Her man ain't with her. Why is she out here by herself? Like, oh my God. But he's also not approaching. Well, actually, let's go back. I might be wrong on that one. Because he's talking about putting the number in the phone, right? Now, be discreet and pull out your phone, put my number in it. So maybe he does strike up a conversation with her, Who in their right mind letting you out of the house alone? Is your house a home? Why in the club looking like you out to zone? Be discreet, pull out your phone, put my number in it. Text me when your man leaves you unattended. So he gives her his number, and that's kind of it. This is good stuff too right here. Every saint's got a past, every sinner's got a future, every loser got to win, and every winner got to lose someday. They say it's just a matter of time, and if I had my way, then you would be mine. But see, it's if. If I had my way, then you would be mine. So it's not happening. She isn't his. He's talking about, I've got bigger dreams, and she only messes around with small town people. There's an interesting element to this, that it's not like a big kind of loud, happy party banger. There's some longing to it. There's some absence to it. And you got this whole bridge. Don't wait for me. I can see the promised land, but I can't do any promising. So even if she were to hook up with him, no, it's not going to happen. So it's like a hole in the heart type of a thing. Interesting. I like Deja Vu. This is fun. I'm fucking enjoying myself. Let's move on to track 4, which is called Ville Mentality, produced by J. Cole, Elite, and Ron Gilmore. That name's familiar. All right. Vile. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Not Vile. Ville. Ville Mentality. Ville. Not Vile. Totally different topic that way. Nice piano. Funky bass line.
How long can I survive with this mentality? Damn it, won't be long before I disappear. Damn it, won't be long before I disappear. You call it running, I call it escaping. Start a new life in a foreign location. Similar to my niggas ducking cases. Can't take the possible time that I'm facing. How long can I survive with this mentality?
Cool strings. Cool strings coming in there.
How long can I survive with this
Cool.
mentality?
Let's get to heart for sure.
Nigga play me never. Give up my chain never. Give up my pride never. Show 'em my pain never. Dirt on my name 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 never. Nigga play me never. Give up my chain never. Give up my pride never. Show 'em my pain never. Dirt on my name 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 never.
Gonna pause real quick. There's only a little bit left, but different elements here. I'm not going to click this annotation. I feel like there's going to be a spoiler. I feel like... I don't know what to make of this. But I'm like nervous to click anything because I don't want any fucking spoilers. Like there was the one earlier that talked about the plot, and it's like if you advance to here, and so there is a character. I forget the character's name. How long can I survive? This is cool, though. I want to see if I can figure this out. How long can I survive with this mentality? So you got a guy who's like, for whom the bell tolls. I hear the bell ring. Like he's going to die. He knows he's going to die. And then you've got the other element of Immortal, and he's contemplating, what do I do? Do I die young and become a legend so my story's told, or do I do this long unfulfilled life because I don't die and then people don't? I don't. Anyway, but he's got this mentality. Things fall down, but don't stop now. Can't stop, won't stop. Trials and tribulations and facing in this age of information. I hate this shit. People on my phone. Damn it. Won't be long before I disappear. Won't be long. And he says that 4 times. It won't be long before I disappear. You call it running. I call it escaping. Starting a new life in a foreign location. Okay? Similar to Duggan cases. And then there's this girl talking about her dad died. He got shot because his friends set him up. And then something about not being able to go to the funeral. And then, her mom's mean to her and she says, clean it up. And I say, whatever. And then it breaks into this bridge of never play me, never going to give up my chain, never going to give up my pride, never going to show my pain, no dirt on my name ever. So I wonder if this is him talking about like leading up to him getting shot. I don't know. It's fucking cool though. I'm having fun. My brain is like percolating. Let's go nuts right now. This is cool. Let's keep going. Let's finish out the song. Cool song though overall. Again, super chill. Super chill. Yeah, I feel like that's his daughter. I feel like this is all about him getting killed, which is not a surprise. And I remember somebody saying like years ago, right? Decades ago, when people were trying to get me to do this album back in the 80s. It was like a letter. I remember somebody saying it's like this, the whole concept is a letter written to like his niece or something like that. Or like the album was based off of a letter that he wrote to his niece, but then he turned it into an album. He took that concept. Something like that. But I think it's starting to unfold a little bit here. Let's drop into She's Mine, part 1. But I think this is his daughter. So he's dead. I feel like we're seeing some like before and after type thing. Maybe. I guess. That's what it seemed like. Okay, She's Mine, part 1. Produced by Elite, Ron Gilmore, Chargot, Deputy, and J. Cole. Chargot. Okay, anyway, drop it in. Track 5, She's Mine, part 1.
I never felt so alive.
Huh. For somebody who I thought just died, he feels pretty alive right now.
I never felt so alive. I never felt so alive.
Love the use of strings in this album thus far.
I never felt so alive. I never felt so alive. Cause now you're here and I just wanna be right by your side. On any night that you'll be crying, baby, I'll dry your eyes. I'll dry your eyes.
So I think this is him when his daughter's born. I think this is what's going on. I think I'm on the right path here. The interlude. My dad, he died. He got shot. His friends set him up. I get mad. So this spoken word part of the girl, I think, is his daughter, and this is him having his whole world change when his daughter's born. Right? It's gotta be. I've fallen in love for the first time. I want to cry. I ain't even trying to fight it. Like, his whole world has changed, which is great, right? That was that fucking line off the Little Sims album, No Thank You. When you men have daughters, you'll realize how important I am. Now he's saying, don't want to die. I don't want to die anymore. So he doesn't give a shit about this legend that he was worried about in the past. Now all of a sudden he's got something he fucking cares about. Now he knows the long life can be fulfilled, not unfulfilled, right? Right by your side. Any night that you be crying, baby, right there. And you could take that two ways. It could be, with a girlfriend or whatever. I'll try. I don't think so. I think this is his daughter being born.
Every time you go to sleep, you look like you in heaven. Plus the head game is stronger than a few Excedrin. You shine just like the patent leather on my new 11s. You read me like a book, like I'm the Bible, you the Reverend.
Huh. Maybe I'm wrong.
I want to tell the truth to you. I want to talk about my days as a youth to you. Exposing you to all my demons and the reasons I'm this way. Better than I know myself.
Huh.
Well, how about that?
Huh.
She gets him. You get me.
I might be wrong.
She hugs him. You kiss me. You tell me you miss me. And I believe you. I believe you. Don't you catch me. I'm falling in love for the first time.
Beautiful song. I mean, just sonically, it's fucking beautiful. Super. Okay, shut up. I gotta wait for the song to end. So I don't know now, because I feel like J. Cole's trying to trick me. I still think this is his daughter, but I don't know anymore, right? Like, so what makes me hesitate is you read me like a book, like I'm the Bible, you're the Reverend. But it could go, you could take that two ways. You could take that one way of somebody obviously knowing you so well that they just fully understand everything that you're doing, you're thinking, or you could totally invert it and make it this like element of innocence, right? Where the baby, the child, being so innocent itself pierces through all the bullshit because it doesn't even exist for the child. You know, it's just you. There's nothing. There's nothing else. It's just you. You know, I want to tell you I want to tell the truth to you. I want to talk about my days as a youth to you, exposing you to all my demons and the reasons I'm this way. I would like to paint a picture, but it'll take more than a day. It would take more than some years to get over all my fears, preventing me from letting you see all me perfectly clear. The same wall that's stopping me from letting go and shedding tears. Great lines right there. From the lack of having a father and the passing of my peers. So, but then, you know, it's like, maybe it's the girl that he put the number in her phone at the club over the weekend and all this other stuff. And maybe they hook up. But the other element that keeps me lingering on this, it's his daughter idea, is the piano in that portion of the song was very light and very playful, kind of like the sound of a mobile over a baby's crib. And I remember that sound element from Hey Mama by Kanye West. I remember it picks in there, and I remember when I played that song for my wife, she was like, oh, she loved it, but it was terrible because it's the kind of thing that would just make her cry. And then when I explained to her the concept of the sound, that light sound that's like a mobile, and it's like Kanye telling his mom, I'm still your little boy, she fucking lost it. Oh, it was so great. And so now I can't even play that song around her. She immediately gets mad. Like, why are you playing this? Don't do this to me. This is terrible. Especially as our son gets older, right? Of course, that's fucking just gets to her every time. This is fun. This is a beautiful song. Either way, beautiful. Let's see what happens next. The next song is called Change. Produced by Ron Gilmore, Elite, and J. Cole. Track 6, Change.
My intuition is telling me there'll be better days.
And see now, well, it could still be a relationship. It could be either way. It could be his daughter. It could be this girl. And maybe the girl leads to the daughter. I don't know.
I like this tone.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah. My intuition is telling me there'll be better days. I sit in silence and find whenever I meditate, my fears alleviate, my tears evaporate, my faith don't deviate, ideas don't have a date. But see, I'm growing and getting stronger with every breath, bringing me closer to heaven's doors with every step.
Great beat on this. This is cool.
No longer scared to die. Most
good flow too.
God is so they terrified. It's either that or they be fearing they gon' go to hell. Asking the Father for forgiveness got them overwhelmed. Fiends won't get higher than a bird's eye view, and who am I to tell a nigga what to do? I just apply. It's economics, my business ain't got the suit and tie. Keep a pistol at all times, niggas want what's mine. I can't oblige, dog, I work too hard. So reach for it, get referred to God. I'm going hard, nigga.
Yeah, it's just 6-second verse. Okay, so there's a very key line in here. I got a baby on the way. No, he's gonna be a bastard. Okay, so the previous track, She's Mine, is... It's got to be the girlfriend then. Not a daughter, it's the girlfriend. I have to assume, based off of that line. I got a baby on the way. So, obviously the baby is not here yet, therefore, everything I was talking about with it being his daughter doesn't work. But then he says, I know he's going to be a bastard. Which throws me off because the spoken word part off of Ville Mentality was a girl. So, we'll see what that is. When I was a senior, I was balling on my classmates. People put 3 bullets in my car. 1 hit the gas tank. Now I know I got an angel because I'm supposed to have a halo. I'm supposed to be dead, right? Right now, my lifestyle destined for a federal facility for my ability to make them birds fly. The only thing I can think of from that is my only knowledge of that is the movie Training Day, where the guy's on the roof like clapping to make the pigeons fly up as a signal to say, hey, the cops are rolling in, something like that. I have no idea if that's accurate or not. I'm very hesitant to click any fucking annotation because I don't want to spoil whatever story is unfolding. I just supply. It's economics. My business ain't got the suit and tie. I love this chorus. Real change comes from the inside. Real change comes from the inside. Yeah, I love that. Let's see. This verse 1 is great too. My intuitions tell me there's better days. I sit in silence and meditate. You know, just I like this. Something has happened with the character where he's not so short-sighted. A little bit more longer view on life right now. It's all fairly straightforward too. I don't have to pick into the lyrics as much. One thing I've been wanting to mention, and I haven't thus far, is, you know, people talk about J. Cole, and J. Cole's the GOAT and one of the top 5 and all this other shit. And so I'm really focusing on his rapping, and he does have good flow. He does. You know, I was really, really impressed by Jid and his flow and what he does. He fucking sounds amazing in terms of like just pure rapping and sound and flow and what Jid is fucking great. He's got, I guess him and Metro Boomin are doing something together soon. Got to get on that shit. But listen to J. Cole, especially in the 2014 when I listened to this morning, like I was paying attention to what he was doing, and he's good. He's fucking good, man. There's no question there. And I like the story, and I like a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more, you know, healing type of thing that's going on within his music. I really like J. Cole's style. I feel like this is a guy who's just got his fucking feet on the ground, man. He just doesn't get caught up in a bunch of bullshit. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going here. Where were we? I think we're getting ready for the chorus.
I know you desperate for a change, let the pen glide. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from the cemeteries are in chains. I see men cry. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from prodigal son, got a new gun. This one don't run out of ammo. Lately been working on my handles. Can I ball, become a star and remain myself? If I fall, dust it off and regain myself. You can dream, but don't neglect the execution.
Great bridge. This is fucking phenomenal. The sound is amazing. Ari Lennox, fucking beautiful voice. This whole section is amazing.
Eyes wide, that's from the power that the coward feels. Niggas die for bitches disrespecting dollar bills. Bloodshed and turn the city to a battlefield. I call it poison, you call it real. That's how you feel. Pistols be popping and niggas dropping a heartbeat. Scattered like roaches, a body laid on the concrete. Body laid on the concrete. Look, somebody laid on the concrete.
So this is the character, right? I haven't clicked any annotations. I think that was... fuck. Okay, let's click the annotation. By flipping a body... instead of being viewed as a nameless, statistically seen the child and the friend. Okay, maybe this is not the character from the story that's being told in the album. Maybe not. Anyway, I thought the character's name was... whatever. But I'm gonna keep this idea in my head. I don't know if this is actually true, but it's like goes to the side of maybe this is the character who got killed. Like maybe we've changed perspectives now. The previous tracks have been this character, and now in this track it's somebody else seeing that character get killed at the age of 22. And it's the character being the same character from She's Mine, who I've fallen in love for the first time. You know, I don't want to die anymore. You know, the person who at first wanted to die young and be a legend, and now has changed his mind, but now he actually does die young at 22. Maybe. This fucking bridge, man, is great. Back when people threw hands, you know, all of a sudden somebody pops a trunk and then we all scram because they're going to get a fucking weapon out, you know, finger on the trigger, make somebody understand what it's like to finally be the motherfucking man. Eyes wide, that's from the power that the coward feels. People die over bitches, disrespect, and dollar bills. Bloodshed that turned the city into a battlefield. Pistols be popping, people dropping a heartbeat, scattered like roaches, a body laid on the concrete. No time for that, ain't looking back, because I'm running too. I made it home, woke up, turned on the morning news. Can't explain the feeling. James was slain, 22. All right, let's finish this one out.
Tragedy, another tragedy in the black community.
So they're at the funeral here.
22 years old, this boy was too young. Our condolences are with his family, our prayers, we know.
Beautiful sound here. The production on this album has been incredible. So good. So good. And I like how it kind of plays out here. And you can just be in this portion of the story. This is good shit. This is really good. Every morning I post on Twitter just the album cover of what I'm going to react to. And I started laughing because so many people said, I'm not really into J. Cole, but this is pretty good. You know, like so many comments of, I'm not really into J. Cole. And so as I go through this album and I experience it and enjoy it, I also can listen and go, I can see why people aren't necessarily into this, because this is just, you know, it's a story and it's pretty chill and there's not a lot of like, I guess, energy, I suppose. It's great for what it does, but what it does is very specific. And so I feel like you kind of have to be in the right mood to get into this one and enjoy it. But fuck, I'm loving this one. This is great. So yeah, James McMillan Jr. Yeah. So this is the guy. This is the guy from earlier in the album, James McMillan Jr. Yeah. So he's dead. But he's got a baby on the way. He also says that, though, you know, I'm worried the baby's going to be a bastard. I've got a son on the way. He's going to be a bastard or some shit like that. Or was that up here? It was the same song. Yeah, I got a baby on the way knowing he's going to be a bastard. Now let's keep going. Let's see how the story unfolds. The next track is called Neighbors. It's produced by Elite and J. Cole. Let's drop in. Track 7.
I guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope, Okay, the neighbors think I'm selling dope.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't want no picture with the president. I just want to talk to the man. Speak for the boys in a bando, and my nigga never walking again. Apologize if I'm hopping again. I know these things happen often, but I'm back on the scene. I was lost in a dream as I write this a teen down in Austin. I've been building me a house back home in the South, ma. Won't believe what it's costing, and it's fit for a king, right? Or a nigga that can sing and explain all the pain that it cost him. My 16 should've came with a coffin. Fuck the fame and the fortune. Well, maybe not the fortune, but one thing is for sure, all the fame is exhausting. That's why I moved away. I needed privacy, surrounded by the trees in Ivy League. Just some shit to get from back and forth. Welcome to the shelter, this is pure. We'll help you if you felt too insecure to be the star you always knew you were. Wait, I think police is at the door.
Okay, the neighbors think I'm selling dope. I guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope.
I laugh because, and I feel badly for laughing because this whole situation is so well described and so terrible, which to me just makes it awful. But I have a sense of humor that is very much drawn to like just like really offensive comedy, because this whole fucking thing, right? The neighbors think I'm selling dope. Why? Because it's black people, basically, right? That's what he's talking about. He's talking about how he's built this home down in the South. It's costing a fortune. Fuck the fame. You know, he's just trying to get away. I need privacy. Surrounded by the trees and the Ivy League, students that recruited highly. He's thinking, you do you, I'll do me. Got a nice big backyard. My friends are coming over. We're smoking weed in the back. We're hanging out. We're laughing. We're having a good time. In the driveway, there's no rapper cars. Just some shit to get back and forth. Just some shit to get back and forth. So it's not fucking fancy, flashy shit. Just normal cars. He's in this nice neighborhood. His friends are over. They're smoking weed in the backyard. And they call the fucking cops. Like, it's funny to me because it's fucking true, and it's awful because it's true, which brings me back to my offensive comedy circle, right? Like, just let people live their fucking lives. This is a great song. This is a great song. And I'm like upset by it because it's true. But at the same time, oh my God. I'm also upset because I can't smoke pot, and like, all I want to do is hang out in the backyard with friends and smoke pot. So it's like, there's so many levels right now where like I'm being fucking pissed off, and it's just, yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Goddamn. Neighbors think I'm selling dope. God. How fucking frustrating would that be? You do all this shit. You make it as a rapper. You're trying to get away from the fame. You just want to live a quiet life, hang out with your friends, and then the fucking neighbors call on you.
Death, taxes, and a rate. Sis society to make every nigga feel like a candidate for a Trayvon kind of fate. Even when your crib sit on a lake, even when your plaques hang on a wall, even when the president jam your tape.
So I'm gonna pause right here. This is a quote with Complex. And so here's the quote. Apparently what happened was we were all in Austin, Texas for SXSW. I don't know what that is. Thankfully, no one was in the house when this went down. One of the neighbors told the police we were growing weed or selling drugs out of this house. And there was this huge investigation, like $1 million investigation. They flew helicopters over, sent an entire SWAT team armed with weapons, broke down the door and searched the whole house. They go downstairs and all they see is a studio. And obviously they felt stupid. Jesus, man. God damn. It's very frustrating for me because I can't imagine that mindset of, oh, they're black. Oh, they're smoking weed. Oh, they're drug dealers. Like, what the fuck? What kind of fucking broken brain has that? But then, at the same time, I can look back at my own thought process from even just a couple years ago, what I used to think about rap, what I used to think about rappers and hip hop, and what it all stood for, and all these bullshit lies that existed in my head, which is why I started doing this in the first place, so I could get that shit out of my head, because I knew it wasn't real. So in a small sense, I'm somewhat sympathetic to these people, because they don't understand how fucking brainwashed they are. That's the bad thing about brainwashing, is people don't understand it happens, and it happens to all of us. It happens to all of us. In some way or another, it happens to us. It's fucking frustrating, and it's kind of terrifying too. And if you zoom out, you can see it happening. You can see it happening. Jesus. Didn't know this would happen today. It's 7:30 in the morning. Great song. This is a great song. Let's finish this one up.
Motherfucker, I am.
I am.
I am. Motherfucker, I am. Neighbors think I'm selling. I am.
That was one thing I found very striking about Tupac, and one of the interviews that I watched of him was him talking about how when he made it big and he had all this money, he was all of a sudden just completely displaced because he couldn't live where he came from, because everyone should try and fucking rob him and steal his shit, and he couldn't move into the rich neighborhood because it was all the white people, and they were fucking, just harassing him all the time. They wouldn't let it. Basically, he couldn't live there. God damn. It's just frustrating. It's just fucking frustrating. That's really all it is. I'm just sitting here frustrated that this shit is real. Great song. Great song. And this whole, well, motherfucker, I am. I take that as, what was it? What was the Kanye song? Like black music or crack music or something like that. Like, we're selling that fucking crack music. So the whole idea of I am selling dope, the dope being his music and making millions of dollars off of records and fucking plaques and all that shit. God. How fucking frustrating. It honestly makes me fucking livid. This idea of working so hard to make it, making it, having money, and then I just want to build a nice house in a quiet neighborhood, hang out in the backyard with my friends and smoke weed, and you can't even fucking do that. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Can't even do that. And I'm going to just rant for a bit. And all this shit comes from the people who probably would say, well, why don't they just get a job? Why don't they just stop doing drugs? Why don't they make something of their life? And he fucking does, and they still fucking harass him. You know? You just can't fucking win. You can't win. God. Infuriating. Track 8 is called Foldin Clothes, produced by Elite, Ron Gilmore, Steve Lacy, and J. Cole. I don't know if I'm ever going to calm down. Ooh, beefy bass line. That'll help calm me down. Beefy bass line. That's fucking cool sound right there. Jeez.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Yeah, cool beat. Fucking A.
I wanna fold clothes for you. I wanna make you feel
A little
good.
guitar strum in there too.
Baby, I wanna do the right thing. Feel so
Oh,
much better than
yeah.
the wrong
Harmonizing
thing.
vocals. Oh.
I say I wanna fold clothes for you. I wanna make you feel good. Baby, I wanna do the right thing.
Fuck yeah. Okay. And now I'm calming down. Thank you, J. Cole, for calming me down. I'm laughing because it just occurred to me my wife's going to love this song. Oh, God. Great song.
I wanna fold clothes for you.
I feel like the hardcore gangster people won't really be into this track.
I wanna fold clothes for you. I wanna make you feel good. Baby, I wanna do the right thing. Feel so much better than the wrong thing. This is a meditation for me. I'm practicing being present. There's nowhere I need to be. Except right here with you. Except right here with you. Folding clothes, watching Netflix, catching up on our shows, eating breakfast, raising bread in my bowl, with bananas and some almond milk. I never thought I'd see the day I'm drinking almond milk. You soft, I want.
I'm so glad he said you soft, because I was skimming ahead a little bit. I know I'm not supposed to. I get in trouble when I do that. I'm fucking cheating. But I can only imagine the shit that has been said on Reddit, on Twitter, wherever, about how stupid this fucking song. Really, J. Cole out there fucking rapping about folding clothes. Like, I can only imagine how fucking pissed off people are that this song exists, right? But it's for the context of the album and what's going on with the album, it's brilliant. Because this is the long, old life being fulfilled. No longer the young man that dies and becomes a legend, or the opposite happens, which is where you live a long life that is unfulfilled. This is a fulfilled life right here. And it probably sounds ridiculous to people, but it's because they haven't fucking experienced it. That's it. That's it. Well, I don't want to say too much, right? Like, I don't want to just start fucking tossing out wild assumptions and generalizations all over the place. But I was thinking the other day, my wife and I were actually talking about this the other day. We've been married 20 years, and it's like our fucking relationship is the best it's ever been. After 20 years of marriage, and we knew each other before that. Like, we were dating and all that. Like, that's a long life fulfilled. And yes, it probably sounds stupid to people to hear this idea of celebrating, watching Netflix and catching up on shows and folding laundry for your pregnant wife. But that's exactly what it is. It's a meditation of being present. That's what it is. And I know there are times, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that fucking doing the dishes and putting away laundry, oh, I feel so fulfilled. No, no, I hate doing that shit. But it has to be done. And if I don't do it, then she's going to do it. And we both work. And so when I do it, I know, hey, I'm taking something off her plate. Just like he says in verse 1 up here, right? I see you got a lot on your plate. 9 months with that weight. So she's pregnant. She's fucking tired. She can't do shit. I don't know what it's like to be pregnant, obviously, but my wife was very uncomfortable towards the end. It's not easy, right? So the life fulfilled is, here's this person that you care about, and you're making their life easier. You're present. You're there. You're helping them. That's the long old life fulfilled. And I know it sounds boring as shit. Right? Yeah. And honestly, it is. And honestly, when you get to my age, that's what you want. Boring. No fucking surprises, nothing crazy happening. Like, no, we worked too hard for too long to get where we are to have something just wild happen. Like, no, I ain't looking for wild anymore. Not into that. God, I can only imagine how hard this song has been shit on by people. Oh, but I'm glad he nails it at the end with "You Soft." Okay, let's keep going. Oh man, the fucking production's fantastic. It's funny too how the banger on the album is about doing laundry. Oh man. Yeah, if I can make life easier. For people, what I want to do is try and flip the coin a little bit for people who hate this song. Although they're probably not even watching this, so who gives a fuck? But thinking back to recently with Scaring the Hose, JPEG Mafia, Danny Brown, and JPEG Mafia went on Danny Brown's podcast right before the album came out, right? Or like 2 weeks before or something like that. And they got into relationships a little bit. They're talking about girls, and Danny Brown was talking about this and that and what he likes from a woman. And he said he likes women that are more of like have like a motherly nature to them. And he was talking about how he likes it when, a girl asks him, "Babe, you want a sandwich?" Shit, yeah, I want a sandwich. Just like he loves that element of someone taking care of him, like coming up to him and like just putting a blanket on him. "Oh, bitch, thank you for the blanket." You know how Danny Brown is, his fucking voice and everything, right? But that's it. That's what it is. I mean, just caring for someone. And we like it when somebody does it for us, generally, right? I don't like too much of a fuss. My wife gets all excited when I get sick because I get all tired and achy and whatever. And then I like my little wall of don't fucking fuss over me goes away, and she gets to fuss over me, and she really likes to do that. She really likes to just take care of us, which is cool. But it's so simple. And I feel like we as people, sometimes we make all this shit so complicated, but it's just like, no, just be there for each other. Make each other's lives a little bit easier. If we can find a way to do that, then, I mean, the ripple effect that has is incredible. Anyway, let's finish up this track. This is a cool song. My wife is going to fucking love this song. Just love it. She's going to love it. I can't wait to play it for her.
Niggas from the hood is the best actors. We the ones that gotta wear our face backwards. Put your frown on before they think you soft. Never smile long or take your defense off. Acting tough so much we start to feel hard. Live from the city where they pull cars. I got a Glock 40 and a Lil 9. Ready for the day a nigga pull mine. Niggas from the hood is the best actors. Gotta learn to speak in ways that's unnatural. Just to make it through the job interviews. If my niggas heard me, they say, "Damn, what's gotten into you?"
Cool track. And, again, with the context, the theme of the album, this person is finding happiness, actual happiness. Because what was it in She's Mine, I believe? Talking about, these walls. I can't fucking... Oh, we're actually right there. It would take more than some years to get over all my fears, preventing me from letting you see all of me perfectly clear. The same wall that's stopping me from letting go and shedding tears from the lack of having a father and the passing of my peers. This song, Foldin Clothes, is that wall coming down. That's what this is. That's all this is. So that's an integral part to this experience. But now we move on to She's Mine Part 2. We'll see what the fuck happens there. Track 9, produced by Elite, Ron Gilmore, and Chargot, Deputy, J. Cole. Here we go. Track 9, She's Mine. Part 2. Maybe this one is the daughter being born. Maybe part 1 was the girlfriend who becomes the wife. Now she's 9 months pregnant. So then part 2 is the daughter being born. Yeah.
Catch me, don't you? Catch me, don't you? Catch me, I've fallen in love. Needing me, wanting me, giving me a chance to feel special to somebody in the world where they not loving me. Handcuffs keep hugging the wrist of my niggas, and I wish stuff was different here. But if I had a magic wand to make the evil disappear, that means that there would be no Santa Claus no more to bring you Christmas cheer. Cause what he represents is really greed and the need to purchase shit from corporations that make a killing because they feed. Lay on your back, don't pee right now or else I have to get you back. One day when you gon' wanna get your way, yeah, I have fun with that. Reminisce when you came out the womb.
So, what's that smell? Where's your diaper shade here? Lay on your back, don't pee right now. My wife and I, when we were changing my son's diaper once, he sprung free. Right? We took the diaper off, and it was just, and it was like dodging a fucking laser beam because this thing went like full arc, just like a loose fire hose in the fucking bedroom. Oh shit! Piss everywhere. It's pretty funny. I mean, it was funny enough that we were laughing while we were cleaning it up because it was pretty funny. All of us just bending over backwards like fucking Neo in the Matrix. I am not. Do you guys know how I feel about corporations and greed and industry and all that shit? I'm not going to rant about Santa Claus. I'm not going to do it. Don't need to. You guys understand what he's saying here. Pretty straightforward. I'm sure you would love to hear a rant about Santa Claus, but not going to do it today. I'm going to take that away from you. So the baby's born, thinking about you. You know, he's riding the bus, thinking about you, thinking about you, thinking about you, thinking about you. Yeah, damn, it feels good to have you. And, you know, I really like this line. Needing me, wanting me, giving me a chance to feel special to somebody in a world where they're not loving me. And I don't want to talk too much about kids, but let's just focus on that concept. The concept of having the chance to feel special to someone when you spent so much of your life never feeling special to anyone, you know? So just that concept. Let's focus on that. Because it's a great thing to be introduced to. I'm really, really enjoying myself with this album. I don't really have anything else that, you know, he talks about the people, trying to buy shit that they don't need and all this other stuff. Let's keep going. Let's drop into the bridge here.
Am I worthy of this gift? Am I strong enough to live? Am I strong enough to live? To a place that I can see. To a place that I can see. Someone more important than me. Someone more important. Am I worthy of this gift? Am I worthy of this gift? Am I strong enough to live? Am I strong enough to live? To a place that I can see. To a place that I can see. Someone more important than me. Someone more important than
Beautiful.
me. You gon' ask me how I did this shit. I'm gon' do a humble stunt, act like I meant this shit. That's the ego taking credit for what God made. Fuck this album shit. Hey mama, look what God made. She's mine. Catch me. Don't you?
Ah, that's beautiful. Beautiful.
Me. Don't you? She's mine. Catch me. I've fallen in love for the first time. I wanna cry, and I ain't even trying to fight it.
The wall is coming down.
I never felt so alive. I never felt so alive. Catch me, don't you? Catch me, don't you? Catch me, I've fallen in love for the first time.
Huh. Yeah, that's great. That's great. But I think the final song here for Yours Eyes Only, I think the guy is already dead, right? Because it said that in the fucking thing. I should have never clicked that first annotation. As soon as that first annotation said the character's name, James McMillan or whatever, I think it's a character. I don't know. That was cool. That's very cool. I guess I probably don't need to say much more on that. Pretty straightforward. You know, the person who, I already talked about it too. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's jump into the final song. For Your Eyes Only, the title track. This has been a phenomenal album. I'm really fucking enjoying this. I'm glad I sat down with this. Everybody who suggested it for over a year, thank you for your persistence. I apologize for the wait. For Your Eyes Only, produced by Elite, BLVK, J. Cole, Childish Minor. Final track.
Yeah. For your eyes only. For your eyes. For your eyes only. For your eyes only. For your eyes.
Great beat to start with. I like that guitar way off in the background.
Niggas be dying on the daily. It seems my dreams faded for far too long. The consequences deadly. Can't visualize myself as nothing but a criminal. Control the block, serving up rocks and stay subliminal. Cause young niggas is hard-headed, they letting off. Full of adrenaline, ignorant to what death can cause. Ain't no coming back, family dressed in black. Plus it's hot now, the cops outside. It's hard to flip a pack. And my daughter gotta eat. Her mama be stressing me like I ain't the one who put them J's on her feet. Like I ain't out in the field like that. I might be low for the moment, but I will bounce back despite the charges. For your eyes, do you understand? For your eyes, do you understand me? For your eyes, do you understand? For your eyes. You probably grown now, so this song will hit you. If you hearing this, unfortunately means that I'm no longer with you. In the physical, not even sure if I believe in God, but because you still alive, it got me praying that the spiritual is real, so I can be a part of you still. My pops was killed too, so I know how part of you feels. Maybe you hate me, maybe you miss me, maybe you spite me. Life goes in cycles, maybe you'll date a nigga just like me. I hope not. I'm tired of dope spots and fiends to smoke rocks. I seen far too many niggas hopes rot. I'm writing this because me and the devil had a dance. Now I see death around the corner, apologizing in advance. I'm living fast but not fast enough, cause karma keeps on catching up to me. And if my past becomes the death of me, I hope you understand.
This is great. I feel like I should say something, but I feel like anything I'm going to say is going to be pretty obvious. I think really what I want to touch on is just the idea of kids getting caught in these cycles, because the child's mind has this incredible ability to normalize so many things. And then when something becomes normalized, you don't even think of an option otherwise, you know? And, you know, I was ranting a bit earlier about the Neighbors song, and, you know, the same people who would say, why don't they do something with their lives? Why don't they stop selling drugs? Why don't they do this? You know, and then turn around and call the cops on somebody who has done something with their life. Then another problem with the idea of why don't they do something with their lives is because most of them, it's become such a part of their life so early, they don't even necessarily realize there are other options. That's normal to them. Living in these types of neighborhoods, doing these types of things, doing whatever you need to do to get by and survive. That's just what life is. And so this other idea doesn't even necessarily exist. And not that they're completely ignorant to it. You know, anybody who's in that situation or unaware or think, oh, I'm not doing anything wrong. But it's just your worldview is pretty limited in that way. I remember when I was in the military, when I was in the Navy, and how much my worldview changed just from visiting different cities around the world. Like, just going somewhere else was like, holy shit. It made me realize what my life was in perspective in relation to all these other locations. And some places were great, some places were awful. Like, it just really, it adds to your ability to have perspective of where you are in your own life. And some of the things that you used to think were garbage, actually not so bad. You know, you look at your life and you go, you know, these people have it way worse than I do. And so the flip side of that would be, you know, taking somebody around and just going, yeah, these people just, they go to work and they live their lives, and yeah, nobody gets shot in their neighborhood, and just like, what? Anyway, I'm kind of getting out of my fucking lane now. I need to shut my mouth a bit. But it just fucking sucks, man, because the kids and you know, obviously then the cycle just keeps repeating because of that. But the kids, I mean, everyone's a victim in that sense, but the kids are almost a victim twice because they get screwed over before they even fucking realize. They don't even know. You know, it just happens to, it's just bad luck, bad roll of the dice. Oh, sorry. You were born to the wrong people. Sorry, you lose, you know, from the beginning. And not that everybody loses from the beginning, but you guys understand what I'm talking about. Okay, let's keep going. This is a long song. We got a lot more to get through.
Niggas don't know how to act in a drought. See, baby girl, I realize my definition of a real nigga was skewed. My views misshaped by new mixtapes that confirm the shit I learned in the streets was true. That real niggas don't speak when they beef with you. They just pull up on your street, let the heat hot you. And if a real nigga hungry, he gon' eat your food. I was a fool. Spent all my time ducking school, ducking cops, ducking rules, hugging blocks that don't love you. I pray you find a nigga with goals and point of views much broader than the corner. If not, it's gon' corner you into a box where your son don't even know his pops. And the cyclical nature of doing time continues. My worst fear is one day that you come home from school and see your father face while hearing about tragedy on news.
For your eyes, do you understand? For your eyes on me.
I'm gonna pause right here. I'm reading the first line. I'm cheating, but it says, one day your daddy called me, told me he had a funny feeling. I did click on an annotation on the previous track. I almost paused it to say it, but I guess J. Cole wrote this from the perspective of a friend of his that had died. So I understand the story now. And I remember people saying that. I just forgotten because it had been so long.
One day your daddy called me, told me he had a funny feeling. What he been dealing with lately, he wasn't telling. I tried to pick his brain, still he wasn't revealing. But I could feel the sense of panic in his voice and it was chilling. He said, Jermaine, I knew you since we was cheering. I never asked for nothing. When times was hard, I never had discussions with you, begging you to help me. I dealt with the repercussions of my actions. I know you tried to steer me away from that shit, but that shit was in my blood. You know my life, I know your mama, nigga. Send my love. In case I never get a chance to speak again, I won't forget the weekend spent sleeping at your crib. That's the way I wish my family lived. Girl, your daddy was a real nigga. Not cause he was cold, not because he was the first to get some pussy 12 years old, not because he used to come through in the caddy on some Vogues, not because he went from bagging up them grams to serving those. Now your daddy was a real nigga. Not cause he was hard, not because he lived a life of crime and sat behind some bars, not because he screamed fuck the law, although that was true. Your daddy was a real nigga cause he loved you. For your eyes only.
I'm smiling right now because I'm laughing because Discord the other day, what were they talking about? I don't remember what it was, but it was Sideways Bob. Right when I get all teary and I turn to the side. Beautiful. I just get my shit together real quick. Give me a minute here. Beautiful. You know, when I was thinking about, when I was listening to this closer, knowing where it was going to go, and so I'm not entirely, blown off. I kind of, or surprised. I knew where it was going to go, but I can't say it. I can't say it. I can try. I can do it. I can say it. So one of my biggest fears personally is dying before my son is old enough to go, not that I'm worried about dying. It's not like I've got, some sort of fucking disease that I'm hiding or anything like that. But, you never fucking know. You never know. You never know. And so I have that fear. And just, when you lose somebody, that's not fucking easy, but I I can kind of take that fear and I can wrap it around to his fear of fucking dying. Good shit. Good shit. I'm a big old hot mess right now. I even thought to myself at one point, oh, well, maybe because I figured it out, I won't be like a big old hot mess at the end. No, I am. That was brilliant. Brilliant. Great end. I really like J. Cole. I really like what he cares about, what he stands for. I like what he does. I like what he does. He's got a good frame of mind, good point of view. I really agree with the things that he focuses on, the things that he's concerned about. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, man. Yet, I sit here crying and emotional and totally moved by that ending and totally moved by how this album came to be and the structure that exists around it. I feel like it's so well done. But I can also see why people probably just aren't into it, you know? But beautiful fucking album. God, so good. So good. Well, I think I'll just stop there. Yeah, I'll stop there. Yeah, that was good. That was good stuff. All right, y'all. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you soon.